In a previous video about the shield wall, me and Blademaster looked at the effects the shield wall had when charging a unit of herdmen or into another unit of herdmen. So what happened was that the unit in shield wall that didn't get a charge was able to slaughter the unit that did get a charge, but the herdmen have a charge bonus of only 15. Now what will happen if we send a unit of Agathersai warriors up against elite Nordic warriors in a shield wall formation? So these Nordic warriors are going to be charging. They have a charge bonus of 35, so a very good charge bonus for being infantry. Nothing in comparison to the 60 charge bonus of the Agathersai. Then we have these guys will also be able to throw their precursors. These guys will not. And against the lightly shielded Agathersai, that might make a significant difference. So over here we are attacking shield walls. Over here we are attacking, we are charging. So I am charging Blademaster's elite Nordic warriors. Let's see what happens on the charge. Okay, so let's just see how big of a difference the precursors make here. Now, the Agathersai, they lose a lot of men to precursors. Here we have 16 kills, 21 kills, and 18 kills. And the Agathersai are getting about a third of that in terms of precursor kills. So, the precursors are definitely an important factor in the units that have them. Now, continuing on to the charge here. The charge bonus of the Agathersai is devastating. So the elite Nordic warriors are dropping like crazy under the charge of the Agathersai warriors. It's like they are melting away, because a 60 charge bonus with 56 weapon damage is absolutely insane. The Agathersai, they are losing quite a bit of men as well because they have poor defensive stats. But as you can see, the elite Nordics are losing here. In the center it's fairly even, and over here the Agathersai lost. So due to the random nature of the game, precursors are going to do more damage in some instances, less damage in some instances. Weapon damage, the damage done on the charge is going to be more or less. So these units of very similar cost are actually performing very similarly when charging each other. It's going to be unpredictable whether you're going to be able to win or not. Some people will say, well, this is why testing is kind of useless, because sometimes one unit wins and sometimes another unit wins. The important thing to realize is that this is still a result. Now, the result that a unit wins sometimes and loses sometimes, it's still a result. That means you cannot send two units up against each other and expect to be able to predict the outcome under neutral circumstances. So that means you have to damage one of the units, you have to support the units, and so on. So it's a very useful result, actually. Here the Agathersai warriors won with 37 men remaining. Here they won with 57 men remaining. And here the elite Nordics won with 42 men remaining. So overall the elite Nordics get the worst of this engagement. That makes sense. These Agathersai can do one thing: they can charge in and wreck infantry, while these elite Nordic warriors are more tanky, but they do not like to get charged by two-handed units like this. So here the elite Nordics are going to be in shield wall, and the shield wall means that they will get a bonus to their defensive and offensive stats. However, the bonus against infantry is not bigger than their charge bonus. So the Agathersai warriors charge in, and this, another thing to note is that the formations we use now are massively in favor of the Agathersai warriors. The reason for that being that precursors are going to miss more against spaghetti lines, and more men are going to be able to make contact when the units are spread out. So a defensive formation like this against spread out Agathersai, not the best of ideas, but it did work very well against the Herdmen, but the Herdmen have a lower charge. So the Agathersai charge in. They are starting to lose men, but the elite Nordic warriors lose so many men on the charge, they're basically never going to be able to recover from this. So the Agathar they just slaughter the elite Nordics on the charge. Like it's absolutely no contest. So the shield wall against units that have as devastating a charge as the Agathar, it isn't really going to work, and that is something that in terms of game balance, it is kind of cool, because it means that you cannot just shield wall, spaghetti line shield wall, and you will always be better off. You have to actually consider the different scenarios. So just as a small test here at the end of this, we're going to be we're going to send these two units up against each other to see if the elite Nordics are able to defeat the Agathar that are left here, and the elite Nordic warriors just disappear. So that's it. Elite Nordics do not do well against the Agathar on the charge, no matter how you do it. But using shield wall against the Agathar, that is suicide. While you're able to take the Agathar down significantly if you charge, but it's not going to be a good time for the Nordic warriors to charge in against the Agathar warriors. Strength and honor.